one of the reasons that I thought today would be a good opportunity to talk about my experience with social anxiety and skateboarding is because we're heading to Venice skate park, which is a skate park located right on the sand, probably one of the world's most famous skate parks. There's so many people watching you the whole time. There's a railing around the whole skate park, sometimes hundreds of people, more people watching than skating.
Quick shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Like many skateboarders, I've always taken a DIY approach to learning, and Skillshare helps me embrace that process with classes that help me improve my approach, like this video on logo design or the countless videos on photography and videography. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity today.
Right now it is 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Just got here, a couple of the homies, so I thought it was gonna be pretty mellow. I haven't been here in years. I've only been here one other time. I didn't really skate because I just don't like all the eyeballs. I don't like people watching me. My own social anxiety that I have to deal with, and it has gotten better over the course of the last 2 years specifically. I found different techniques on how to kind of cope with this anxiety in these social environments, and this wasn't always the case. Like, it's only happened probably in the last 10 years. When I was younger, I never had social anxiety. I'd go to skate events, skate contests, film them all the time. But now, as I gotten older, it has been more common than before. Like, I definitely get social anxiety just around big events and large crowds and those kind of situations. So with that said, let's check out this hectic, crazy, anxiety-inducing skate park. Now you might be thinking, hey, you have a YouTube channel, you're sitting here pointing a camera at yourself while you're on Venice Beach. Like, how can you have social anxiety? And the answer to that is, it wasn't always this way. 2 years ago when I first started this channel, I started pointing a camera at myself and talking to you guys like I am right now. It was really hard for me. The one thing that I really thought about is I didn't want to mess up. I didn't want to say the wrong thing. And I wanted to be right about everything. And that was the big flaw, because we are humans. We have to allow ourselves to be, you know, human, have mistakes. And I leave a lot of my mistakes in videos now. And that is one thing that has allowed me to sort of be more comfortable in these very social anxiety inducing environments like this skate park, is just realizing that, you know, there is mistakes, there's flaws, we're human. We don't have to have the expectations of ourselves or what other people have of us. Just like skating or anything that you want to learn, you just have to keep trying it, keep doing it. So putting myself in these situations, which I'm not always super comfortable with, has allowed me to get more comfortable over time. Sexual ow.
Big Al.
One of the reasons I think this skate park is really anxiety inducing is because there's normally like hundreds of people, like I was saying, over here. And something that I always don't do very well with is compliments. It's kind of like an anxiety inducing thing. It's like you're skating, you're just trying to get warmed up. Just now that happened and someone's like yelling, they're really happy for me, they're excited, they're stoked on my skating, which is a really compliment and a nice thing. But for me, it puts more pressure on me. I want to like crawl up into a ball when I hear that. And sometimes when I see people like jockeying out and just really, you know, the masculinity that happens within skateboarding can be very intimidating at times. Also, something else that's intimidating is just the overall skate park. Like I tried to go skate some of the street earlier. It was just crazy. I couldn't hit it. And that's kind of why I skate a lot of transition. That's why I skate a lot of the things that I do skate now, is because it's more mellow over here in the bowl area than it is in the other area where I feel like I have to prove something. Over here, I don't really have to prove anything. I can just skate and enjoy myself. So yeah, that's something that I've realized is I have to like put myself into the environment. The other thing that I've noticed that I try to do quite a lot is go places with my friends, because a lot of times if I have like this skate park, for example, Venice, I probably wouldn't ever come here alone. Maybe I would, but I would need a reason to do it, like filming for this YouTube channel. Like I said, things like that, it's almost like a form of therapy while I'm doing it. And this YouTube channel has been a form of therapy for me, making videos, coming here and having an objective. I feel better because it allows me not to think about all the stuff that is in my head. A lot of times that's where anxiety is coming from. So yeah, just trying to like focus on why I'm here, what I'm gonna do, bring some friends, come with a goal. All these things kind of help me and not think about all the anxiety inducing things, because I could procrastinate all day and then just like not come skate at all. So I hope this gives you some insight to like skateboarders having anxiety. It is a real thing. Like going to events for me now sounds so scary. I just don't like the idea of having other people being there watching me, judging me. But really most of the time, all that is in my head or in your head. If you don't have social anxiety, hopefully this can give you some insight of how skaters can perceive things sometimes. So maybe you can understand them. And if you have anxiety, hopefully you can see that, you know, there's different tools and things you can do to sort of break it down. I think no matter what, I still have social anxiety, but putting myself in these environments has allowed me to be able to understand it better. Skate park like this, where there's a lot of really good skaters, can be really intimidating too. Like, see people everywhere ripping really hard. You don't want to like throw yourself in the fire, but at the same time, how are you gonna learn unless you try? It's kind of the thing that I think about quite a lot lately. Instead of trying to learn something, then try it, just try it and then learn while you're doing it. I think that can be applied to a lot of different things, especially social anxiety, something that I definitely am commonly known to have. But like I said, this has only happened later in life, and in the last couple years, I've kind of just tried to figure out, why do I have anxiety, or why do I have these insecurities? Normally that's what triggers those anxieties, or childhood trauma, things of that nature. So if you can address those different things, that allows you to have more confidence and understand why you feel the way you feel when you're in an environment like the one I'm in right now. Friends, that's a good way to break it down. And even if you don't have friends, you have anxiety like I do, you know, remembering that a lot of people have those same similar experiences that you and I have. Hope you guys enjoy this little video talking behind the scenes of my experience with social anxiety, being in these kind of hectic environments. Let me know down below, what are your thoughts? How do you deal with these kind of situations? Let's build it in the community. Subscribe if you're not already. Make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already. What are you doing? See you in the next one. MASH. Al, it was good when you weren't there.